Hey, it's Shannon Peebles, Executive Assistant for Life and Business Coaches. I popped on today to share with you a little bit about what working with Shameca over this past year has done for my life, for my business. My business is almost completely unrecognizable. It's completely different. I learned about Shameca about a year and a half, no, almost 2 years ago now. No, a year and a half ish. A friend of mine who actually is also sometimes a client attended Game On Live when the last time that it was actually live, so pre-COVID. And I saw all these pictures and I saw this wonderful, fierce, loving, strong woman up on the stage. And I was like, I want to know what she's all about. So I started following Shameca's business page, pardon me, and I really liked what I was seeing. Shameca was very much a no BS kind of person, but it was all full of love, like a fierce love. And that's really what I was needing at that point last January, last February. And I followed her and I followed her. And then she did this challenge, this 4-day challenge at the very end of April in 2020. Shameca decided that she was tired of all the people saying that they had to slash their prices. She wanted to show that it was still possible to make money during COVID. She wanted to show that people were still buying. And so she ran the 4-day challenge early, which was a really good thing because at that point I was really ready to find something different in my business. At that point, I was only consistently making, I mean, many months were much more, but consistently, I could only count on making about $400 a month. And this is after having been in business for myself for more than a decade. Most months it was 1,500 to 2,000, but still like not true money. And the hour I was working really long hours to get like that tiny bit of money. Well, not $400 months, but anyway. So I did the challenge, and I was just so in love and with like the idea that marketing could be different, that it didn't have to be icky and sleazy and bro marketing and all this kind of stuff, but that it can also be really powerful. And so Shameca I remember on day 3, Shameca was just starting to talk a little bit about sales school, but she wasn't really talking about it yet. And I was like, okay, how do I work with you? 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 And so I was getting really excited. I didn't know what the price was going to be. I didn't know what was going to be included. I just knew that I needed something different. I also didn't know how I was going to pay for it. So I ended up on day 4 during the live stream, during the training, when she popped that We Slay Sales link up there, I was on it. And I was all signed up, like, I don't know, before the end of the live stream, I think. I can't remember exactly. And I was really excited. I was so excited, but I was also terrified. The thing that really sold it for me at that point was knowing that, how do I explain it? The what's the thing called? The guarantee. That's the thing. Knowing that if I did everything that she said and I had not made my money back, that she would refund it. I was like, all right, clearly she really believes in this. And I was seeing all these other amazing people who had worked with Shameca in sales school for 6 months or a year or whatever, talking about the growth in their businesses. And I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna take a leap of faith, and so I did. And I was in only sales school for about 6 months. My business, I immediately after the very first sales school raised my prices a lot. And I started selling more packages and one-off things, but I still was like, I don't know. Who's going to pay me that much to be an assistant? Who has that kind of money? Who's going to pay me this? And she kept telling me that it was a decision that I was making, that people wouldn't pay that is the reason they wouldn't pay that. Basically, I was not letting the possibility exist in my brain and in my being. And so it didn't show up. Also, at that time, I never asked anybody to pay for more than 1 month at a time. It was month to month, and I never knew, I never had any kind of idea if somebody was going to have an off month and be like, oh, I'm going on vacation to Hawaii for 3 weeks, so we're just going to skip this month. I had no buffer, and I was just always flying by the seat of my pants and hoping. Um, and so during sale, I don't know, maybe month 3 or 4, Shameca finally like got through my head to offer people a longer contract. And so I did. And they started taking the longer contracts. So I started selling 90-day contracts instead of month to month. And after we got through that 90 days, that we would sign up for either 6 months or a year, whatever made sense for their business. And then Game On Live last November, I decided to take a giant leap of faith, a much gianter leap of faith. And I joined her top level, next level authority program, which we call it NLA. And I was scared to death. I wasn't consistently making enough money to make the payments. But something she said about, do you not trust yourself to earn at least that much more money being part of her mentorship? And I was like, yeah, okay, I can trust myself to make that more, the investment on a monthly basis. Maybe I didn't have the whole 40,000 or 60,000 to be one of her Zenith level clients. But I was like, okay, I can make the payments. I can count on myself to earn at least enough extra to make these payments. In the 6 months since I joined NLA, my business, in the first 6 months of this year, actually, I earned double what I used to earn in a whole year. So that's like 4x growth. I know I talked about that in my intro video. I think it was my intro video. And like my business is unrecognizable. I work far less hours. I earn far more money. I actually brought on so much business that I have hired now 3 team members to help me with all of it. And I even hired a bookkeeper. And I was like, I don't need a bookkeeper. I can keep doing it. But like, I didn't want to wait until I couldn't handle all the things to be like, oh, here, let me go look for a bookkeeper now. And so I went ahead and hired one. And that has really helped me to track and see like how explosive my growth has been this year. My clients keep re-signing for another 6 months, another year, whatever makes sense for their business. I just had a client re-sign today, and all I had to do was ask her, do you want the link for the 6 months or do you want the link for the 12 months? And ka-ching, the money is in my PayPal account already. So the support and sisterhood and brotherhood and community in sales school, I still attend all the sales school trainings, and I still find something new every single time. Just the community that Shameca builds is this fierce, loving, like raise everybody up, hold everybody to their highest standards, and we don't let people wimp out. We don't let people give up on themselves. And you still want to be in sales school. You still want to be in Shameca's world. Being part of Shameca's world has changed my life. My kids get to see me all the time now. I'm taking off 5 weeks of vacation this summer. Not all in a row, but different things that we're doing. That would have never been possible. It would have never even crossed my mind before. And that it's possible because I have clients on consistent payments, and because I have team members who take up all the things that I'm doing when I'm not here. So I really, really, really recommend that you join sales school. I get nothing from this. I just get to love on Shameca and tell Shameca how much I love her and thank you And hope to see you join us. I see at least 12 people have already joined us. Woo! Go team. I can't wait to see more of you. Okay, have a great Saturday. Bye.